Dulcich bought a new vehicle, which is like a monthly occurrence around here. And as is normal, he's texting me photos of it. He's like, dude, look what I got and everything. It's kind of a junkyard find kind of feel to it. He's already talking about like putting a stroker motor in it. Let's do this, let's do that. What I'm gonna do is try and talk him into just making it run and drive. So I'm gonna go see this thing for the very first time, and hopefully he's gullible. I had no idea that your new Jeep was this good. Wow.
Well, yeah.
Look at this. That is hardtop, man. That's like homemade.
It's a production piece as crude as it looks.
This bumper is awesome.
I don't like the bumper.
Oh, come on.
I can't guarantee that's gonna stay, but it's got these hatches. It's kind of like a submarine.
It's storage. I
Ugly.
love it. You got Saginaw steering. Looks like it's mounted a little strangely, but
Yeah, it's
not
crude,
bad.
but effective. Look at the stack of washers there.
This thing looks like it has old, maybe Rancho lift springs on it.
Yeah, not quite enough for these 32s. I've got like 2 inches to defender over here.
These are 33 1250 15s.
I like that size on a flat fender. It looks good to me.
It does. It needs to be lifted a little bit if you're gonna off-road it, but I know you're just gonna drive it around the sand wash.
I've got to look the part when I'm mall crawling with it, so I'm just gonna have to do a little bit more lift.
This is a CJ3A.
Yep.
You know how I know? The windshields get changed a lot from a 2A to a 3A, so you can't really count on that. The difference is that a CJ2A would have a split windshield. It would be 2 pieces, and this one is 1. And the front frame horn shape up here, and this custom wiring. Oh, it has a block heater.
Oh, no way.
Look at that plug.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
Yes. What did you notice?
The whole body is skinned.
I know.
Do you see the rivets?
Yes. That's kind of an odd thing, but it's overlaid with sheet metal for some reason.
Small block Chevy?
Yeah, that to me was like a deal maker.
Oh, nice. What engine is it?
The guy said 350, but to a lot of guys, any small block Chevy is called a 350, right? I don't know if it starts and runs. I can't stand this 2-barrel carburetor because it doesn't go
Nah, we can make
when
that
you
run.
floor it.
All right, Steve, I'm gonna give you our goal for this episode. All we're gonna do is make it run and drive, because once that happens, you're not gonna wanna change it all up. You can just use it for a tractor around the farm. So whatever it takes, we're gonna make it move under its own power without changing the engine.
Did you look at the interior? See if you approve. It's got a lot of like, I call them desert rat kind of mods.
There is glitter in the handle of the toggle switches on the piece of angle iron. This shifter is an 8-ball. This one is Brew 102. That was a beer made in Los Angeles back in the day. Wow, that is vintage. It's got overdrive, that's the extra shifter here. This thing was just magic in its day.
Oh, it's got an AMC steering column.
Oh, that's a CJ7 column, yeah. Okay, pressure wash it, roll it inside, fire it up. Okay, Steve, remember, just make it run. Don't get it right, just make it run.
You know, I can live with that.
You can handle it?
If we could make it run, I'll be a pretty happy camper.
Look at that Ram Air. All right, what do we have here? Basic small block Chevy. We don't really know what it is. They claim it's a 350. Who cares if it is or isn't? I think we need to go through a process here. Let's try and make it good, because I'm counting on this engine staying in the Jeep for my lifetime.
Okay.
So let's see if it'll turn over by hand. We can pull spark plugs out of it. I got new spark plugs. We can investigate the points in condenser. We can carb clean it. Maybe even, wait for it,
I'm waiting.
change the oil.
Well, you got to make sure you have the lubricity, right?
Yeah. I just want to drain the oil and see if it comes out in chunks or not.
Man, I really have my fingers crossed, Freiburger. If this fires up, it'll save me so much time swapping an engine for no reason.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
We're gonna de-glop this thing. This motor is filthy. It looks like it was at one time corporate blue, which lends credence to the fact that it might be a 350. Here comes the moment of truth. And boop, not bad, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little gloppy at first. Oh, there was a big chunk. It's starting to drip. Oh yeah, it's going down my arm. Oh, come on. Oh, why are there so many threads on these things? There we go. Ooh, that was gloppy and had water in it. Yep, lots of water in the filter, Steve.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Here it comes behind the passenger side front tire.
Right where you said.
Yeah.
So here's the filter that came off the engine, and it'd be interesting to see what's actually caught in the filtering media. So I'm gonna stick this in the vise as so. I've got a special oil filter cutter opener. It works like a can opener. There's a cutting thing here, a couple of rollers there. You turn the handle here to advance the cutting blade. There we go. And what you're looking for is obvious signs of internal engine distress, like flakes of bearing material. That means you've got bad bearings. I issued this a clean bill of health. I think our possibilities are very promising.
There's a new filter.
Oh, yeah. It's filling up.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's officially running.
No blow line.
This thing runs great.
A little smoke out the tailpipe, but that's normal.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm calling that official. Breaking news here.
I'm ready.
You have no rear drive shaft.
Do I have a yoke? Do I have anything?
You have a half a slip yoke hanging out the back. Wow, that's a short drive shaft because they moved everything back to install the Muncie. This is foobar.
It is?
You know what foobar means?
Yeah, all messed up.
Yeah. Wiggle the linkage.
Well, the shifter's not bolted to the floor. It's actually just doing nothing.
Not being bolted to the floor is not my problem right now. See if
Yeah.
you can hold the base of it and actually make it pivot because it's not attached to anything up here.
No, I can't do that.
No?
I think we need to weld it to the floor.
That sounds pro.
That's welded up to perfection. I consider that a professional grade repair.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Is this the right length? Yeah, that's gonna be okay.
I bought this molded radiator hose from the auto parts store. It kind of has the bones of what I need, but it's too long. So what I'm gonna do is cut it down the middle, take a chunk out of it, and then I'm gonna make a splicer out of this galvanized pipe. Put that in the middle, shorten length, and it'll work perfectly. I have to congratulate myself on a job really well done on that radiator hose. It looks really good. I have a couple of extra hose clamps, but I really don't mind.
Here we are at our secret test facility. We've been here with the Wreck Runner. We've been here with that 41 Ford. We were here with the 40 Ford. This is the first time we've been here with an actual 4x4.
I know. That has four-wheel drive now.
You know what I was thinking about, though?
No.
Do you have any idea why a Jeep is called a Jeep?
Oh, of course.
You do?
GPW.
And what does that mean?
General Purpose Willys.
Wrong!
Okay, school me,
I
Freiburger.
hate it when people come up with that. So here's the thing.
All right.
Remember they had the GP before the GPW. So the Ford GPW was the World War II Jeep that was made to Willys specifications. So it doesn't mean general purpose. G is government, P is an internal code for the wheelbase, and W is in fact Willys. And so Jeep could have been a contraction of GPW, GP, but I don't think so. I think it's from Eugene the Jeep on the Popeye cartoons.
You think so? But what does that have to do with the Jeep?
Because it means that they can do anything and go anywhere. That's
Really?
exactly what Eugene the Jeep was. And so I think it's either a contraction of GPW or it's Eugene the Jeep. It has got nothing to do with general purpose. That didn't exist. I'm fired up. This is the best running small block Chevy flat fender Jeep in the history of mankind.
I know, it's pretty good.
And I'm kind of not exaggerating.
Prepare yourself, David.
I've braced myself. Yes, let's do some four-wheeling. This thing's actually peppy.
It's very good.
You're in low range?
Yeah.
You know what would make the Jeep slightly better?
Brakes.
And seatbelts.
Yeah.
The brakes are like secondary to seatbelts.
Yeah. We still don't know its off-road capability, but it is a Jeep. I think I could make that climb.
Yeah, probably. But if you don't, you gotta back down with no brakes. Oh, this thing climbs just like a mountain goat.
Yeah, no problem at all. These flat fender Jeeps are really good even with the stock motor.
And the stock suspension, everything. Like if you throw lockers in them,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere. Some of my best days are in a flat fender.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I cut my
yeah.
teeth on flat fenders. That's basically where it all began for me.
I didn't come to them until much later in life when I was the editor of Four Wheel and Off-Road magazine.
This is nothing for a flat fender Jeep.
Uh-oh, there we go.
My foot slipped off the gas pedal.
Great. Oh, this is the model of safety.
Do I go for it?
Oh, yeah. You got this. Oh! You lifted and it still went. See?
Wow.
We are invincible.
Great.
Yeah.